After the fall of the Third Reich, war-torn Germany struggled to rebuild. But with their efforts to look to the future, most of the German people were anxious to bury the past. The activities of Helmuth, Karl-Heinz, and Rudi were quickly fading from memory except to those closest to them. But those closest to Hubener, his mother and grandparents, were killed in the 1943 bombings of Hamburg. Many members of the Mormon branch began immigrating to the United States after the war had ended. Rudi Vöbe returned home from prison in June of 1945. Karl-Heinz, though still a political prisoner, was forced to march with the German army just weeks before the war ended and was captured by the Russian forces. He was a prisoner of war in Russia for 4 more years. Both Karl and Rudi immigrated to the United States in the early 50s. By the late 50s, the Hubener group was virtually forgotten in Germany. In 1960, a young college student named Ulrich Zander was given the assignment to write on the resistance movement in Hamburg. In his research, he discovered the account of 3 teenage boys about his age who spoke out against the Hitler regime. Nearly 20 years after posting its last flyer, the Hubener group had been rediscovered.
Uli Sander was about the same age as Hubener and his colleagues had been. So it was an exciting thing for a teenager to discover that other Hamburg teenagers had been operating a successful resistance movement against Hitler.